feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Back again with Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This is season 5, episode 2, The Real Me. So last episode we left off with Buffy versus Dracula, which I can't believe it took so long to have a Dracula in a Buffy show, you know? I thought that would be kind of cool. Or I think that should have been like season 1, I feel like, maybe.
But then that's good though, because they've had other things that they did, so... but it was kind of like a comedy, really, because it's like, you think your sly Dracula moves are going to work on me. Yeah. I mean, they did for a second, I think, but ultimately she, you know... Yeah.
Can I say something though? I'm not going to lie to you, I was kind of disappointed with the whole Dracula thing, because I feel like Dracula could have been a real, like, threat for this season, I feel like. I don't know where they're going.
You're right. It could have been the bad guy.
He's the original vampire, you know, like, no Slayer ever came across Dracula and stuff like that. He could be like a Thanos type scenario, but to me, he came across as a little funny goof, you know?
You know, I think it's kind of funny because Spike was saying he sold out.
Yeah.
He thinks he's so hot, you know, when he's nothing. Yeah. So I think they were making fun of them. Yeah. He was making fun of Dracula, which I thought that was a fresh take. Yeah. Compared to like, oh, Dracula. So, but I understand what you're saying. He could have been a Billy Badass for at least half the season, right? Yeah. But
I think that Dracula that we saw, I think it would have been funny if it was like on a supernatural show, you know. But on a...
You're right, yeah.
If it was like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, like, oh, what? It's sort of like... It kind of reminded me of that awful Blade 3 movie, you know? Like how Dracula was the big bad.
Yeah.
As much as that movie was garbage, I did love that storyline with Dracula.
And I like the actor that played him because he's had such a presence.
Yeah. I know we're going on to Bush conflict, but I felt like the best part of that movie was Dracula and he's the original vampire and Blade had to fight him and stuff like that. I really felt like they could have gone that route, you know?
But I also kind of feel like they didn't because, you know, the Dracula's style of romancing someone and, you know, the way he dresses and how he, you know, how he preys on people, it's different than the kind of vampires we see on here. Yeah. So I think that's why they didn't do it, because it's like that's not our vibe.
Or can I say something that would be kind of cool? What if, and I know they're not gonna do this, but if I'm gonna say it, you know what they should have done is they should have had that guy pretending to be Dracula, you know? Like, oh, he's just saying he's Dracula, but he's not really Dracula. Yeah. And then at the end, when they killed that guy, the real Dracula, you find out that he's a real Dracula.
Oh, you know? Okay, yeah.
You know, so he's not kind of...
He was a knockoff. Yeah, he was trying to take over his mantle, you know. Yeah,
and then maybe you see this real Dracula come over and say, maybe he's coming back, you know, like, I'm being made as a goof. I'm not a goof, I'm a Billy Badass.
Yeah, that would have been cute. Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't know, maybe put me in the writer's room, but, I mean, you know, let's go with it. Hopefully this season they have, like, a clear goal, because I don't know where they're going. It's the first episode, you can't really tell where they're going with the first episode.
Only because last season we were a little disappointed.
I was definitely disappointed last
compared to the other seasons, right? So maybe they learned the lesson, and this is
only because the first season they dealt with the Master. There was kind of build up with him. Second season was all about Angel.
Oh, Angel, and then the other one was the Mayor.
Yeah, that was the Mayor. Third season, I don't know. I mean, it was like some fucking robot guy, which I kind of felt like was a Freak of the Week type episode guy. But they just dragged that shit on for like half the season. You know, and then this season I don't know where they're going, but
we saw.
Apparently, Buffy has a sister, which
I remember when cause remember I've seen this whole series, and I remember when I watched that part, I was upset. I'm like, what? I've never heard anyone mention another daughter. I was upset. I mean, if you're upset, I understand.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not upset. It's just like I think it's a cool twist, but you're right. I wish we heard of her before. Now, my scenario, my question is was she living with her father? Because we do know that her dad lives in Los Angeles. Yeah, I could buy that. You know, like or
Or if it was her half-sister.
Half-sister, yeah.
Then maybe that's why, you know.
I could definitely buy the half-sister thing because it would make sense that she will be living with the dad and not the mom. Because, you know, that's her daughter, you know. That'll be her stepmom, if anything. Yeah. So that makes a lot more sense. And I could buy that. Hopefully they go that route. And not, she's a sister out of this blew out her fucking asshole. You know? Hopefully that's the route, but I don't think so because they're not making, I mean, shit. If I can come up with that storyline, I don't think the show would. Anyway, let's just dive into it, guys. If you want to get the full reaction, check out the Patreon. Links in the description down below. We'll be a couple episodes ahead over there if you guys want to watch that. If you guys can't wait for next week. And let's get into it.
Trying to help train her again.
She's showing off. Clearly that's not her.
It's a gymnast, or was it her stunt double?
I thought they could have had her do that, just have her on wires. Ooh.
Go now.
God. So the sister knows about what she does, I think.
No one understands.
I feel like every teenager has that entry in their diary.
I know, yeah.
But she feels left out because her sister's the Slayer.
House with her every single day. I could so save the world if somebody had any superpowers. But I think of a cool name and wear a mask to protect my loved ones. Which Buffy doesn't even.
Oh, actually, Giles and I are going to go to the magic shop for supplies for my new and improved training sessions.
Well, that's great.
Oh, yeah. I'm
You gonna take Dawn shopping for her back-to-school supplies?
Mama, I thought you were taking me.
Well, honey, I've got the Korean showing tonight. And there's so much to do to get the gallery ready.
I'm like confused because are we supposed to just buy this?
I realize the importance of your new Slayer thing, but I could really use your help.
Riley, my sister's boyfriend, is so into her. They're always kissing. And
Her name is Dawn.
Why are you watching them? Go to the room.
We're not hanging today, are we?
Giles is on his way to pick me up.
Well, okay, she come with. I mean, I don't really give a fuck about Riley, but you can come to practice.
Wondering.
Where are you guys heading? Magic shop. Have some charms on that corner. Willow, hi. Don't worry.
Willow's the awesomest person. She's the only one I know who likes school as much as me. Even her friends are cool.
You done?
Like Tara. She and Willow are both witches. They do spells and stuff, which is so much cooler than slaying. I told Mom one time I wish they'd teach me some of the things they do together. And then she got really quiet and made me go upstairs. I guess her generation isn't cool with witchcraft.
Is it because they're lesbians and them?
I think that's an adult joke.
Okay.
I wonder if this is like a. Remember with that guy, like he changed the world or something like that type spell?
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like this is the exact same reason. I think that's why I didn't really care for that episode. It's kind of why I'm like. I feel like my brain's kind of played catch up.
Oh, looks trashed.
Someone break into it. Yeah, who's the villain of the week? What's going on?
Mr. Bogarty?
That's his name?
The owner. I come in here a lot. Well, maybe this happened really late at night when nobody was... Well? I just tripped over...
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Oh, and...
Are they gonna play a spike?
Okay? Nothing you can see. Dawn, go wait outside. I don't want to wait outside. Dawn, ow, that hurts. You're hurting.
Oh, they're gonna try to play a spike because he's the only vampire in town.
Dawn?
Of course, she walked off. There she is.
You okay? Is that guy dead in there? Yeah. They're gonna be a little while longer doing the detective thing. Best non-Scoobies like you and me stay out of their way.
Scoobies.
Yeah, that's like their team name, kind of. The Scooby Gang. Scooby-Doo.
Well, that's funny because what's her face? Where is she in Scooby-Doo?
Who?
Okay.
Michelle.
Oh, yeah, she was Daphne in
so,
the live-action Scooby-Doo.
Which I love those two
Judging by the
movies.
bike fest, I'd say it was
Something
more
never made a
than
third.
Let's put together a new fan club. Well, I've cross-checked the
Oh, actually, it can't be
list,
Spike
and things
because
definitely
he's on that thing.
mostly books.
This reading this pack of vampires appears to be interested in learning more about you. Perhaps searching for weaknesses and where you are. Well, there's never any trouble attracting new owners. A place like this is a virtual
Death trap?
suburb, yes, so is that.
Oh, is he gonna become like the owner?
What's the next step?
That's smart. That's something you could do.
Something
Impressive square footage.
very dawned to me.
Like the body's not even cold yet, Giles. Okay, before you try to look for the man's job.
Hey, hi.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, she came back.
Magic shop last night. Guess someone was feeling guilty.
Wanna
for
understand?
stealing
We
that
killed this
picture.
chick yet?
I had to get her something. She sired me. Sire wept.
Yes. Sorry, forgot your name.
Cyrus. When are we gonna do it?
Ew, that's rude. I barely know you. And you're a minion.
We're gonna do the plan.
Oh. The plan. Well, first let me tell you, I'm really psyched about it, and I hope the rest of you guys...
When?
Tonight! We killed a Slayer. Tonight.
You remember last time we saw her, there was like this,
I don't know what last one's about.
you remember, she was upset about Spike, Buffy was sad about,
You brought her to
Oh.
murder scene. I didn't
someone
bring her
else,
to
like,
it.
they're, like,
Just sort of came... Who's gonna watch Dawn?
I don't need anyone to watch me.
Yes, you do. Wait.
why don't you get a babysitter then?
If I can get an acceptable babysitter here before you leave, I can go patrol.
Man, she's fucking 14. She doesn't need a babysitter.
Be a babysitter.
Dawn Patrol.
Okay?
Check this out. They put cheese on brown bread. It's gonna be big.
Xander's so much cuter than anyone. And smarter, too. He totally skipped college and got a job working construction. Which is so kind of deep, you know?
Guys, this is why I'm not really feeling this because, first of all, of course there's Carl.
We are gonna have fun.
She's not a little baby. She can clearly stay by
Natalie,
herself.
Clue, and the game of life.
No one. You guys all just have this really tight bond. It's hard to break into that, and I'm not even sure I want to.
Can I say something though? You're just the girlfriend of their best friend. I don't think that's...
Yeah, that's,
it's like...
it's gonna take some time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I'm
know.
one of the good guys. We can do something, some kind of Scooby initiation. Oh, maybe
Like,
wear some
you're not gonna
kind
be
of
their best
special
friend.
ring
They're Willow's
that
friend. So if it's
identifies us
between
as
Willow
minions.
and you, they're gonna pick Willow.
Yeah.
You know?
Or maybe something like that.
See, Tara's a sweetheart.
I don't know. I know it's always been this way. She's the baby. But for some reason lately, it's just really getting to me. She's always around.
Well, yeah, you're like her idol, Buffy.
Eh.
You have superpowers. And college. A studly yet sensitive boyfriend.
And a pesky life-or-death job that I can't quit or even take a break from.
She doesn't get the sacrifices. She's a kid.
She gets to be a kid, and she acts like it's the biggest burden in the world. Sometimes
You're
I
each
feel
are
just curl up and
jealous
talk
of
about
each other
it.
has.
I'd like to be
This
the one
seems like...
who's protected, who's waited on.
It's like...
Hand and foot, getting her own way. Always the favorite.
You nut. Your mom loves you both equally.
This. Now I'm burned with a husband and several tiny pink children. Actually, a reasonable marriage.
That means you're winning.
I'm winning.
I love her because
Yeah,
what
me
she
too.
thinks of what is success is not what other people
Yeah.
think. And I love it.
Come out and die.
And the smiley face.
For you, Buffy.
Oh, Harmony. That's her name. Harmony.
What do
Here.
you mean she's not in there? She has to be. I'm calling her out.
Then I bet she'll be real sorry she missed your call. Afraid you and your buddies are gonna have to come back and be killed by Buffy later.
They're my minions.
Okay.
They're what now?
Minions. You know, lackeys. They work for me. What's so funny?
Like, you're a minion. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's a terrifying harmony gang. Ooh. I just.
No one's taking her serious, so that's probably why. Is that why she's doing this?
No one's taking these cereal.
I hear you were a good little puppy for Dracula.
You heard wrong.
Don't feel bad. I hear
that mind control thing he does works really well on weak, free cat losers. You didn't stand a chance.
Shut up! Don, I'm handling this. Shut up, Harmony.
Make me.
Come inside and say that. Xander will kill you.
Stupid.
Oh no! See, that was Dawn's fault. Because she invited her in.
Too many tricks.
Good for her.
Instincts.
Buffy is not going to be happy about this.
The Harmony has minions.
Yeah, that was pretty much my reaction.
No one's taking her cereal.
It is actually. She did come here to kill you. Buffy, come on. They have killed ones that we know of. She could be a threat to you.
She can enter your house anytime she wants. What? Dawn!
Buff, it was an accident. She didn't mean it.
Well, that just makes it okay then, doesn't it?
No, but believe me, nobody feels worse than her right now.
Spiky.
It would be funny if you didn't remember her name.
Spiky.
Like, what's your name again?
Long time. But good. He kills our kind.
Oh yeah. What's up with that?
Bloke's gotta have a hobby, don't he?
He just can't stand the fact that I'm my own person now.
Yep.
There comes a time in every woman's life when she realizes she needs to take the next step. I've taken it. I've found the real me, and I like her.
Safe Slayer slang for the professionals.
You'll see. Buffy will be dead by sunrise. I've got a plan.
Let me guess. Snatch one of her friends, use him as bait, lead him to a trap. That sort of thing?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Thought as much. Best of luck. Let me know.
Damn, I gotta change the plan.
Sure everything works out for you.
Guys, new plan.
Is she just going to use the plan that he said, though?
There's a lot of weapons for
Please, I would never have Harmony over even when she was alive.
people slip, Buffy. Your mom did. She invited in the masked Dracula. And for coffee.
Well, that was different. I was just a kid when I met my first vampire, but somehow I still managed to remember the rules.
You know what? I'm getting flashbacks to what was that?
No.
Vampire Diaries
No,
with
it was
fucking
common sense. But nobody expects even
Jeremy
that much from her, do
and
they? No, she has
what's
to
the
be
fucking Elena. They kept fighting. That was at least part of that show was interesting to me. They're bickering.
Yeah.
Same thing here. It's like I don't give a fuck about that.
It's just too much.
Yeah,
It gets
it's like,
annoying.
yeah,
I
it's
get it.
annoying,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like.
Just has to be more careful. I can't be there to protect her 24 hours a day.
She left before she could hear that part about wanting to protect her.
Hey!
Yeah, then we get the little sister running away. She's gonna get in trouble. And then
Oh,
Buffy-
she's going to be taken
Yeah,
by Harmony's
yeah,
gang.
Yeah.
What do you think you're doing? Leave me alone. I will. I'm back inside the house. Let go of me.
Yeah. You could have predicted
Oh,
this.
that would have hurt. Getting punched. That looked like it hurt her. Again, this is
Yeah, but-
Dawn created the situation because she came out of the house.
Yeah. That's why there's like little kids always ruining things. That's the thing, you know.
I trust you made our guests comfortable.
You told me to chain her to a wall.
Yeah, I know. I'm being, sarcastic or whatever.
When do we eat the girl?
We don't. Not yet.
Why not?
Because that's not the plan.
If she was a real dead badass, you would turn her.
We use the sister.
So when the angel come over there, she's
notes.
already too late. Or when
Notes?
Buffy comes over there, she's already too late.
We send Buffy a note telling her that if she wants to see her sister again, she has to come alone to a place we choose.
So it won't make any difference if we eat the girl now.
Yeah.
We're not eating the girl.
Why not?
'Cause that's not the plan.
God.
Deep down, they think I'm nothing. I mean,
Oh, they have
I'm the
something
one
in
who
common.
put this group together, me. But they treat me like I don't even matter. They have no idea how much pressure I'm under. I have to make all the hard decisions. And it's hard.
We've been talking it over. And we decided we don't like this plan.
Yeah.
Except for Brad. He abstained.
Oh, really? You have a plan you like better?
Yeah, they're gonna eat
We're gonna
her.
feed on the girl and kill you. Maybe not in that order.
They're all on my list.
What are you going to do?
No.
This isn't fair. Okay, so things haven't been perfect. I just need a little more time to grow into my leadership role.
Time's up.
Touch me and my sister's gonna kill you.
Are they pointing and laughing?
Oh.
Like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Dawn, close your eyes. So, Slayer, at last we meet. We've met, Harmony, you half-wit. I'm the half-wit.
They're all dying
I
so
know, it's like-
quickly.
Trap.
Hey, watch out! Oh, good shot, Morty. I think you got on the...
I mean, this guy is a bigger guy. There you go.
Oh my goodness. The unicorn killed him.
Yeah.
You are going to be in so much trouble when we get home. Yeah, well, I'm telling Mom you slayed in front of me. Fine. I'll just tell her that you ran out of the house in the middle of the night. Everything, go okay?
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're sisters.
I got
We
the
fight.
bears and we watched some TV.
Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, she didn't tell. I thought she would.
Yeah, I know.
Good night. You sure about this?
Why wouldn't I be?
Well, aside from the fact that most magic shop owners in Sunnydale have a life expectancy of
Yeah.
a cap drummer. And have you ever run the store before?
Can you put like an anti-spell of vampires getting in there? I mean, I'm sure there's a spell like that.
Well, they'll always come in here anyway for supplies. Might as well
Yeah.
be here.
Oh, you really thought?
Not that Buffy's really changed at all, like she ever would.
What you're doing right now? Not moving? Good. Keep doing that.
She still thinks I'm little Miss Nobody. Just her dumb little sister. Boy, is she in for a surprise.
What does that mean?
Okay.
I'm
not
like,
gonna blow
I have a
smoke
lot to say about this
I'm not gonna blow
episode.
smoke up your asses, guys. I didn't give a shit about this episode.
Really?
No,
Oh, I
was
loved
tuned out.
it.
No.
Okay, tell me why. Why you didn't like it?
I get the whole sister angle. Okay. Now, me personally, I don't like when I see two people just, especially little sisters, fighting. I think that's just annoying. But the reason why I don't like is how they're just forcing everybody to believe that she's there. I'm sure there's some big reason there, but I don't really buy it. I think the sister angle would be good if she's like a half sister moving in, you know, and she's trying to keep her, the mom and Buffy is trying to keep this secret away from the little sister. I think that would have been a better story. Like, she invited her in without knowing, you know, by accident, and then she gets kidnapped or something like that. I think it makes more sense that way than just, oh, she's always been here, she's always known this shit, and we're just supposed to go with it until you tell us that there's something wrong. Because I know there's got to be some reason why. Because if they just write it in and expect us to just go with it, that's just lazy writing, you know? So I'm assuming there's a reason why she's put here, you know? Like, some overall thing why she's here. Because it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You know?
At the end, she was like, oh, she thinks I'm a dumb little sister, but I'll show her. And just saying that line, I think, should just give you a little hint that Dawn, there is a reason for her to be here.
Oh, when
So-
she said that, I thought it was like, oh, I'm going to be like her or something like that. Or I'll show her I'll be just as good as her or something like that. That's how I read that.
Oh.
Like,
But
oh,
I'm
but-
telling you that, there
yeah,
is
so
some
there's
reason.
clearly something there because you can't just say, oh, here it is.
I did like how you say how, it should have been where she didn't know what
Yeah.
Buffy was. That would have been a really good...
It would have been good, yeah.
They, she invited, because instead of Harmony being...
Yeah.
Because she may not have known that Harmony was a vampire or whatever,
Yeah.
and then she invited her in by accident, and
Yeah.
then maybe she thinks, oh, Harmony is just some punk
Yeah.
who wants to fight, right?
Yeah.
So that could have been, you're right. if it would have been better maybe if Dawn didn't know that she was a vampire, and then it could lead up to it of her finding out, and maybe that would bring them together, knowing that Buffy is doing a lot to protect you, and you just don't know about it.
Yeah.
So yes, I feel like that would have been a better plan. Now them fighting, I'm sorry, but that's just how it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a brother and you have sisters, but when it's just, I mean, you and your brother, you guys argue growing up, right?
Yeah, we did, but it wasn't like over stupid shit like how they were.
Okay, as someone who I grew up with a sister, we are 2 years apart. We fought so much. How they were fighting,
is how
nothing compared.
Babe, I have 2 little sisters that fought all the time over stupid shit.
And they were like this,
exactly
right? Okay.
But to me, it's like, it's... First off, here, I'm going to give you a list of why I thought it was kind of stupid. First off...
You already did!
No, I'm going to give you another reason why.
Okay.
I didn't like the fact that they taught Dawn as a little kid. Like, oh, Dawn, the 13 or 14
she's
year
14.
14 needs a babysitter. If anything, she will be a babysitter. So why would she need Xander to come over? It seems to me that they need a reason to have Xander in the episode.
The thing is, because she's 14, but there's that family, there's a lot of people are attracted. Bad people are attracted to that house, to Buffy's family. Yeah. That is why she needs a babysitter.
But then I kind of feel like she would be a little bit more better prepared. Wouldn't it be better to prepare her like as a Slayer's sibling? I would practice or be there or whatever, not just... I mean, I get studying and stuff like that, that's why I feel like the route what I said earlier of her not knowing would make more sense why you bring Xander there. Hey, can you protect my little sister, she's not supposed to know, and stuff like that. It make a little bit more sense.
Okay. I'm sorry you didn't like it.
No, it's just like...
You're complaining a lot.
I just wish they'd tell us something. Not to mention the whole Harmony thing. I thought the Harmony thing is like...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I completely disagree with you. Okay, I was trying to say it earlier, but I got sidetracked. So last time that we saw Harmony was that same episode with Buffy. Remember she was going through...
she was mistreated by Spike. Yeah.
Yeah, so Harmony was being mistreated by Spike, and Buffy was going through something. Remember, she had sex with some guy for the first time, and he was blowing her off. He was gaslighting her, and the episode was actually really serious because it was talking about. And then was it Anya also who was having issues? There was someone else who was having issues as well.
It was Xander's girl.
Yeah, Anya. And this episode, and at the end of the episode, we saw all 3 of them. They're going through something, and I was happy to see Harmony come back, and she was trying something new, and even how she was talking to Spike, she didn't want to fall back into that relationship, right? She was trying to be like, she was gonna say, "Oh, hi, Spikey," but she's like, "Oh, hi, Spike," she's trying she's trying to be her own person. Now, is she still immature? Yes. But she's trying here. And that's why I give her a little respect, because she is trying to... I mean, she's a vampire. Yeah. Okay, what do you think they're... I mean, her goals are not to be a lawyer, something... She's a vampire. So there's only so many things that she can do. So she is trying to up herself, get some minions.
Yeah.
So I liked the Harmony thing.
But here's the thing I'm going to say about that is I would love for... I agree. I like Harmony, but I would like for a little bit... When you brought her back, I kind of wish she had a little bit more development. Like, she basically just did exactly what Spike said that she said not to do. And she did it. And again, the plan was stupid, and it clearly failed. I kind of wish that she had a better plan than what Spike could even think of. That didn't even put... That could have been a real threat. Like, for example, she could have bit Dawn, turn her into what's called, then your minions would be like,
a development of a character can only go so far.
So far, especially one episode. To me, I felt like, her plan didn't work. Let me run away and hide. It kind of reminded me. You know what she reminds me of? She reminds me of those that twin, those brothers and sisters from Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we failed, woo, and then their plan didn't really go nowhere. It's like, did they really contribute to the story? It's like, did they learn anything? Is she really gonna become a badass one of these days? No, she was just there to make Dawn and Buffy kind of reconcile and fight, and more drama for that.
I'm sorry that you didn't like it as much because I loved it. I thought it was.
The reason why
You're like really hating this episode.
No, it's because the reason why I didn't like it is because I saw the potential in the episode, and the stuff they had there was really good, but they executed it really poorly. Like all that stuff that this episode.
I get it.
Like you could have had everything in this episode, but the execution was just poorly written.
If they had, so you're saying if maybe Harmony came across more of a leader, more or less juvenile, you would be more on it for Harmony. Yeah, exactly. Of course, I would love that too. I thought she seemed very sexy.
Yeah.
With how, because I think she tried to hold the dominance over when she was talking with Spike. Yeah. She was trying to, because to me that's definitely more sexy with her restraining herself and not be like, kind of ditzy, compared to how she was, it came off way too much. But, to me, I felt like she was really sexy in this episode, like she was strong.
But if she wanted to be a leader, I think what she should have done is killed one of the people that was talking back to her,
Yeah, well, I mean, there's no, book 101 on how to be a vampire leader. Yeah. So I think she's trying, and I give her points for that.
Maybe this could be like a fail, then maybe
next time she'll come back and she'll be even better.
She could be better. I doubt it. But maybe this could be a learning scenario, but to me it just seemed like she lost and she ran away with her tail between her legs and she didn't really learn nothing. Like, oh, I'll get you next time or something like that, because like I said, I do like her. I didn't want her to die. That's one thing. I did not want her dead because I do like her. But I want her to really grow into being a villain, What
I did like, though, was she stood up to Spike. Before, she would be so like, oh, Spikey, I think I give her points for that, though.
I kind of felt like, didn't they already have a really fight with Spike before? She ran into Spike before. Didn't she?
Yeah.
Like, before the whole episode we were talking about, I felt like they had a conversation before. But I could be wrong.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm done talking about it.
I mean, again, like I said, it wasn't my favorite episode. It's just, the reason why I'm so upset is because I saw, this could have been a really good episode, I saw.
Okay, so on Giles, he got a magic shop, so that's the beginning of something new. I like that.
Which I like because I think they made jabs at last season because he really didn't do nothing, know? So it's like,
he didn't.
Really were bored.
He was literally watching Passions with Spike.
Yeah. So a TV show. I could see, I like that little jab. I think maybe they read, maybe fans were talking about it. So I agree. I think him running the shop makes a lot more sense too. Also with Tara and Willow, I think she was talking about being more involved in the gang a little bit more.
She wants to be more involved.
I want that too because I think she would be a really powerful ally to the gang, But I could see that being I could see what Willow was talking about, I could see what Tara was talking about, like, oh, they feel like they're more your friends than my friends,
Yeah.
And I think that you guys just need to try a little bit longer. You can't just make friendship happen like that,
And if they break up,
they're gonna take
that means that Tara won't be a part of the gang anymore.
So maybe that's what she's also afraid of too. Is like, if this relationship doesn't work, are they still gonna be my friends?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So yeah, But right now, I think that's what I'm gonna take about the episode. I do like Tara, and I hope she stays more longer because I do care for. I care about Tara and Will's relationship more than I care about Buffy and what's our other man's name?
Riley.
Yeah. Anyway, if you guys want the full reaction, check out the Patreon. Link in the description down below. See you guys next week.
Bye.